Crunch, 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 crunch. So it's the bed box, also the bed box. So, yeah. Crunch, 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 crunch. Yeah, I gotta check something. Crunch, 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 crunch. So, yeah. From my creative mode testing, if I make blast protection 4 semi-disposable diamond armor, unbreaking 3 on it, which, depending on what villagers and what books and stuff I have, that may or may not be easy. And then I would have to shift my focus over to trying to either get the armor or get the books. And without, you know, if that seems like that's going to take too long, because it's kind of indeterminate, like whatever book or whatever enchantment the armor from the villagers is gonna have. Since it's indeterminate until I go and see, then that might be the thing that makes the decision for me as far as like how I want to handle using the beds, if I want to use the beds at all. The thing that I was thinking about doing is my options for the beds are either I go along the surface and blow up the surface of this layer here, or I go along the, you know, I dig down like 6 blocks, so then there's 4 blocks above my head, and then run down the end of the tunnel and make a, you know, a 2x1 tunnel 6 blocks down, and then place the beds there to get the most out of the sphere. Which, the thing that I'm checking right now is that this is on 282, and I do have to go 2 blocks out farther for this to make it match up with the 284. It should only have to be 283, or minus 283. Except I think I missed a block when I was calculating this stuff, like and then for whatever reason I arbitrarily decided to remove all of the blocks along 284 in the Crimson Forest. And I can't remember what reason I had in my mind, like, but I want it to be uniform. Like, I don't want this roof piece to be like on 282 when the rest of it should be on 283. I think it's just to give myself an extra gap along the block. But back to the various ways to use the beds. Is this 282? This is 283. Go all the way to the end here. This is the result of me testing the beds along the surface, and it only uses half of the sphere. of the explosion radius, which, I mean, that's kind of a waste of time and materials to only use half. So that kind of bumps up the value of my brown pants, but kind of ups the value of taking the time to dig down by like 6 blocks. Then I have 4 above my head, and then however much it takes out below, that doesn't really matter, because I'm still gonna have to remove those blocks anyway, which it's always gonna leave the 4 corner blocks no matter what I do, because it blows up in a sphere and not in a cube. So this should be 284 and minus 284. I'm probably going to fall off of here, trying to do this in a hurry, before I go over to the village to look at how easy it's going to be to get the, how easy it's going to be to get the, thing that does the stuff from the villagers, the blast protection stuff. Just in the way like it's your job. I think there's a gap coming up here soon. Oh. There was. Yeah. Man, I get sidetracked so easy when I'm trying to talk about stuff. So back to the way to use the beds is if I go along the surface and blow out just the surface. I mean, that doesn't make sense. It makes more sense to dig down by like the 6 blocks and then make a tunnel about 6 blocks away from the wall, or about 4 blocks away from the wall. So like, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I dug a tunnel here and went that way and went down by 6 blocks, it would make the maximum use out of the explosion radius out of the bed, which, you know, if I'm gonna do it that way, that's the way that I'm gonna do it. The other way is to go vertically down in a column that's roughly about the size of the explosion radius of the beds, because from my creative mode testing, if I have a full set of diamond armor that's got blast protection 4 on it, I take practically no damage from an exploding bed in the nether. Baby. Excuse me, guys. The more consistent way to do it is this here, is just manually mine out the blocks, because then you get a nice uniform thing. I mean, it only takes like a few seconds to mine out, you know, an 8x8 cube of 512 blocks. But I mean, the faster way to do it is probably, I'm kind of leaning toward the columns. And then the 2 variations between using the beds between all 3 of those methods, the surface, the down by 6 2x1 tunnel, or the columns, is, do I use the armor or just the spawn thing? And if I use the armor, I'm gonna have to make some like cheesy tools that I don't particularly care about losing if I happen to fall too far and then crater and then, you know, all my stuff jumps in the lava. Baby. But that depends on how easily I can replace the armor. If I go over there and, because I didn't prioritize getting blast protection stuff, so I might have some librarians that sell me a blast protection 4 book, and if that's the case, then I'm probably just going to use the armor, because at that point it's practically disposable because of the iron farm and the villager trades. So it's basically like free blast protection 4 armor. And since I've already got, like, you know, an easy source of like disposable diamond tools, that's, you know, who cares if I lose the tools if I fall down and die. Which feather falling 4 on my boots would probably save me from like a relatively crazy fall, because I've survived falls just in this playthrough with feather falling 4 on the boots that, like, I was certain I was going to die. I mean, that's why I'm glad that I record, you know, I record every part of what I'm doing. And not only is that beneficial to me because I don't have to edit it, you know, it makes it much easier to do like it all in one take if you do it right. But it also means that anything that happens, you know, I've got a record of it. Like, baby. But for my testing, the version that I like the most is probably to use the blast protection armor. Oh, and that was the other thing, is do I want to use the spawn beacon? In either case, in all 3 methods, yes, I'm probably going to make sure that I have the spawn beacon. The downside of doing the tunnel is gaps, for one. And the other downside of the tunnel is if I don't use the armor and I just grab a bed from the box like I was doing in the Crimson Forest. Shut up! No. And, then every time that you die and spawn, that adds time to having to run back to the end of the tunnel where you place the last bed. That adds more time to it, but the fastest way to do it, which is slightly inefficient as far as the blast radius and bed materials, is to just wear the armor and just go straight down. The downside of doing all of that is, I mean, this is a huge area to have extra blocks left over that you have to go back and remove. And I mean, it's kind of like 6 of one, half a dozen of another, no matter how you slice it. And I mean, the amount of picks that I'm going to have to go through if I tried to manually pick everything. The one thing that I absolutely wanted to make sure that I did, I've already done, which is to remove these 2 layers in all 4 quadrants. And so then I can see where the gaps are, I can see where platforms are, I can see, like, you know, I can easily move to any point in the quadrant to, like, be able to work on the rest of the project. But I mean, the other way to handle the bed thing, which is a balance of a little bit of mining and maximizing the blast radius is if I dig down like 4 blocks and then place the bed, I mean that'll give me the whole sphere going down in a column, which is like a fourth method. But the big downside of going straight down is, you know, the universal thing of Minecraft is, you know, the never dig down thing is I'm probably going to die a few times, and I'm probably going to lose a few sets of armor to that. So I got that mined out. I got to go check the village to see, and I'm lost. I think I got to go that way. I gotta go check the village to see what type of enchantments and armor sales I'm working with here. Okay, yeah, I gotta go back this way, and there's pigs. As far as the platforms go, I mean, I'm not sure if beds are going to be more effective than a pickaxe because of the consistency of not falling off. Oh yeah, I'm still lost. Where is my ladder that goes down? I mean, here's where I stopped mining, so it's got to be over this way. Yeah, there it is. Big. The gases. I don't think I've got anything in these boxes up here that's worth trying to transport out. Probably gonna go through all these crimson stems, and may as well leave the cooked pork here. But yeah, no, I'm still having fun doing this. If I were discouraged enough to not want to do it, I wouldn't do it. Big. And most of this is still a first for me. Like, again, never bothered doing it because it was always just easier to make the one platform, like, arena to kill the handful of withers. Just to get enough skulls to summon and kill the wither like once or twice. Because why do you really need to kill the wither more than that? I mean... Big. The other thing I was considering doing is, since I put so much work into this, I was going to add more spawn layers. Once I find a working spawn pattern for the nether brick for the withers on the inside, like, because if they're just going to passively fall off eventually, I mean, I want to have as many of them in there as possible. The other part I wanted to do was to make a few sections out of netherak, or even like the mycelium, to get hoglins and leather and pork and gold all out of the same farm. Which I think that's doable. Big. Yeah, as far as why I do that, it's fun, I guess. I mean, like, do I have a logical reason why I say that? No. Would you like the chork pop? I guess that's all the ones that I got. Yeah, that's weird. Donkey. Meow, meow. Yeah, so that doesn't look like I've got blast protection for my armors, which I wasn't prioritizing that before, so. It's the same thing with the librarians. Like and I don't think I put all of the books that they sold on the signs, so. Looting 2, Frostwalker 1, Sweeping Edge 2. Fire Aspect and Fortune 3. I think those are the only books, yeah. Frostwalker 2. Fire Aspect 2. Protection 2. Loyalty 3. Piercing 3. Respiration 2. Meow, meow. Protection 1. Lure 2. I think I wrote that down. Yeah. Meow, meow. Meow. Kitty cat. Meow, meow. Kitty cat. Yeah, checking these guys never particularly fun. They're gonna get out. Thorns, quick charge, power 3, piercing 4, curse of vanishing, projectile projection 4. Any blast protection you guys got there? I mean, that infinity guy needs to go over to somewhere. Thorns and no books, so pretty sure that I checked all of them. There's a chance I missed one of them. Some of these guys might have blast protection, because again, like, protection 5 is better, or protection, I think it's protection 5 is better than, oh good, blast protection 4, perfect. And fire protection 3. You can stay in here. I don't have any emeralds. I could have swore I saw one and I was right. Meow meow. Don't think these guys really sell anything good. Still don't have an unbreaking book guy. I think that's the only guy that sells me diamond armor in here. Because I stopped leveling these guys because I got enough stuff to make a protection set easily enough. So let's get a name tag, get a minecart, set up the pathway, so where are we gonna park this guy? Let's put him in here with, because I've already got the 3 beds and everything set up. Yep, emeralds and a name tag. Yeah, I'm still surprised at myself just how disproportionately frustrated I get with these guys. Like, I know that they're not going to do what I want them to do. But I mean, that's like trying to, you know, convince a person that just stubbed their toe that, oh, well, it'll stop hurting eventually. Like, I guess I just have to wait. What is the name tag not showing up? This one? Any second now. And now, no, no, no! Good. And now all of these guys that are usually on the workbench or the bed are gonna find some reason to stand on the minecart track. Yep, there they go. I also don't have a minecart track in my inventory. The Thanks, bud. Doing good work there, Golem. It's a good job. I mean, you have all these other spots to be, but now you gotta be right there. Like, could be anywhere else in this whole cube. Gotta be right there. Yeahhhhh. I mean, I kinda don't care about unbreaking for this. The thing that I do need, though, is Feather Falling 4. So I do need that. And I mean, my current tools are kind of disposable enough, except I should probably just get some cheesy enchanted diamond tools, just so I have them on me in case I need them for whatever reason, wherever I'm at, as I'm blowing stuff up. The other thing that would be real nice is a slow fall potion, and I don't think I've got the stuff to make one. I think slow fall is what, an inverted jump potion, which means I need rabbits. I mean, let me look that up real quick. Okay, so I mean, I'm not anywhere near done with this playthrough, but so that was quite the rabbit hole of research to go through. So the easiest way that I can tell to get phantom membranes to brew slow fall potions is to make a cat farm, because if I have a ton of cats and they're all tamed, every time I go to bed, if I have enough cats, just through, you know, the brute force method of having, you know, a ton of creatures doing the thing that you want them to do, the more cats that I have, the more chance that I have to guarantee getting a phantom membrane. Which, on a side note, it's kind of cute that the cat, you know, went out while you were sleeping and caught a phantom, and then brought it to you as a gift, which, again, it's been a while since I played the game. I didn't know that they even added that behavior to the game. So, large cat farm, probably somewhere over here, somewhere, which I'm not going to do that anytime soon, but large cat farm to turn it into an elytra farm, or a phantom membrane farm. The other thing would be, what was it? I need to make a librarian villager cluster in a swamp to eventually get a swamp librarian that will sell me a mending book, which I don't think that they change what type of librarian they are, so eventually, once I get the mending book, I can bring the librarian back here. What else was it? Trying to make a phantom farm is kind of, I mean, farming phantoms is not easy, no matter how I can think to do it. What else? No, I didn't know cats did that. The other part of that is figuring out a way to consistently get a lot of salmon, which I'm not sure how to do that. But all that is neither here nor there. I got to just buy some cheesy tools. Like, I've got a pick. What is my best cheesy axe here? Just something that is like a throwaway axe. That's good enough. And a cheesy shovel. This guy, one of these guys, sells a shovel. cheesy sword. Because I don't really want to lose my good sword here. Whatever, that's good enough. So now I have to buy armor. And I need XP too. I've used up almost all my iron. Do I have an empty shulker box? Yeah. Meow, meow. And because I haven't been over here in quite a while, I don't think that my iron farm has any iron in it. Which, kind of a downside. Because I mean, the whole everything that I do is based on having iron from the iron farm. That's about the normal amount, which is pretty cool that it's in here. I was really expecting the box to be empty because I haven't hardly been over here at all. Meow meow. I think I've got a whatever, because I'm gonna grindstone the stuff off of it anyway. I'm out of emeralds. Pair of pants, chest piece. Still don't have an unbreaking book. But again, this is practically disposable. So, like, yeah. That's good, that's good. Since it's practically disposable, I don't really need nor care about having unbreaking on it because, you know, sell some iron, get some emeralds, buy a full set of diamond armor, remove the enchantments, and then put the blast protection 4 from the book that I just happen to get lucky that I happen to have. Meow, meow. What was I doing? I need XP. Wow. Nice. Should probably shave the sheep while I'm over here, because if I plan on using beds, yeah. I didn't know that. They can get through, but I can't get through. Which, I did know that because that's what I had to do here, but I don't think I've ever tried to go through this way over here to like have it become apparent to my brain that that particular spot has the same problem. Big. Yeah, I think that should be all the XP orbs out of here. Or most of them anyway. Excuse me guys, pardon me, excuse me, pardon me. Yeah. The shaving. That's one of those things that like you would never assume would be a thing. Is like, you know, you like kind of casually tell somebody that doesn't really know much about Minecraft, like, you know, you say like, yeah, I had to shear my sheep to make beds to blow up blocks in the nether. They're like, what part about that would make sense? They're like, Oh no. I'm gonna get mauled by the sheep. This way they'll slowly make their way from this side to that side, which should give the the grass on this side a break, which I forgot to turn that lever off the last time. Yeah, the game seems to be bogging a little bit with the amount of stuff that's going on in the chunks here. I mean, I guess I could turn the simulation distance down just a little bit, but like I don't want to turn it down too low. I mean, 6 chunks? No, I've already turned it down. the ma. So I mean, if I'm gonna grab these, I should probably go grab all the rest of the wool out of there. Which I also just realized I could, in addition to shearing the sheep, be buying wool from the shepherds for emeralds. But I should be pretty good. Should be pretty good here as far as the where did the string come from again? What? That's twice that's happened, and neither time it's made sense. So the only thing that I'm thinking is happening is there must be an air gap under here somewhere where a spider is spawning and dying and then popping the entity up through the ground. It's the only thing I could think of. The gas just made me yawn. You know, I did forget to make a cheesy bow. And seeing the magma slimes reminded me that it's running pretty low on magma cream still. Yeah. I mean, I don't really want to put blast protection 4 on a golden helmet, which I probably should. I mean, but it's probably going to get destroyed as fast as... I mean, but pigmen are just not going to leave me alone, and I forgot to do that when I was over there. Jeez. I mean, and there's gonna be so many pigmen. I gotta check something here. Of course, as I pause it, I hear the pigman being upset that I don't have a golden helmet on. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and make one. Yeah, the pause record button is pretty awesome. Okay, so as soon as I paused it, I heard a pigman upset that, like, and I know that they're gonna swarm me and I'm gonna have to fight them off without a golden helmet. I mean, I guess I should just go back and make one because I don't have the blast protection stuff here. I should probably get some arrows. I don't really want to bring... I'm not going to bring any of the shulker boxes with me. But apparently, yeah, it's time, I guess. You're still going to be mad if I put on the helmet afterward? No. I should have brought that food up here. So that's the bed making box. That's my pickaxe box. That's the scaffolding box. Which I guess I should probably bring at least a stack of scaffolding with me. Big. Potion box. It's my other armor box. Which I'm not sure how much damage I'm going to take without that. So I guess I could swap it out if I have to. Should probably get some arrows over here. I'm just going to use this cheesy bow to shoot the ghasts with. Not really sure what to do with this. Like, I don't want to empty out this wool box, but I also don't want to sacrifice the whole shulker box. So this is what my bed destruction inventory is gonna look like. I mean, and I guess I should just grab some beds with me and empty out this box of beds. Because again, I don't want to lose the shulker box. Not that they're hard to obtain, but right now I don't really have a farm to easily go get more shulkers. So, and I'm really not concerned about the inventory. You know, like any of the junk that I pick up. I'm less concerned about the junk than I am about anything else. You know, like any netherak, I mean, I've already got so much netherak that it's like, kinda don't need more of that. Big, 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 big. That was pretty good timing. With the superpower of the ability to consume an entire apple pie in one sitting. Not recommended on the list of not great superpowers. Oh, yeah. No, I thought I was getting shot by the gas, but no. I mean, having to replace a golden helmet over and over again is probably going to be an issue, but it's way less of an issue since I can just buy projectile projection books, so. And whatever goes on the cheesy bow there. I got some power 1 in here. It's tridents and crossbows. Let me just use up this XP here. And I gotta get arrows. I mean, I guess I could keep this as a temporary and then swap out to this when it comes time to do the beds. You know, like if I run over and there's no pigmen over there, I could just put on the diamond helmet before I blow up the bed. Which, in the event that I do have to blow up the bed with the pigmen over there, and I don't have time to switch out the helmets, that's why I came back here to put the blast protection on that. And just because I could. And let me get some arrows. There's some flint over here, yeah. Meow, meow. Is that a horse on the top of my pumpkins? It is. But you know, I have infinity over there. It wouldn't be entirely too difficult to replace my bow entirely. And while I'm over here, I probably should make sure that I have the I mean, I could just put infinity on it and then bring arrows over there in case I lose it, and then yeah. So golem time. Nice, there they go. Which one of those dudes had the infinity book? I don't really want to mess around with trying to get them out or name them or anything. I kind of just want to grab a handful of infinity books to have in the... Oh, good. Nice. Good enough. Meow. You kitty cat. Wow. Man, I'm so glad I put the minecart in here. Like, I wouldn't have put the minecart in if I didn't accidentally take that, like, stack of block of iron and accidentally create minecart out of it. I forget what video it was, I mean. But if it weren't for that, if it weren't for my horse, I would have never put in this minecart rail in the nether. What? And I don't think it had anything to do with the horse, but that's a reference to an old joke from a good comedian. Mr. Lewis Black. Very funny. And again, you know, I don't have any affiliation with them or whatever, any of the other references that I make. I mean, I don't think that that's bad saying that I like stuff. I mean, I could see people getting mad if I said that I didn't like stuff, but I mean, logic and reason is only, it's only as valuable as, you know, the logic and reason that it's filtered through the people that are, logicking and reasoning. Hello. Flames. Flames. So, it should be good to go. If I go over to the area over there, if I start in that corner, and just start placing beds and blowing stuff up. Big. Okay, so one, two, three, four, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So right about here should be the blast radius. And I've got all my protection, or blast protection 4 stuff on. I've got potion, which I meant to take an extra set of potion with me. So let's try this here. I took about 3 damage, which is somewhat different than what I expected, and for whatever reason it caused the piglins to freak out. No, the hoglins. And I did take a good chunk of damage off of that, so... that could be the other reason that I took more damage, is because of the not having full diamond armor. And see, this is what I'm talking about with the extra block, so I guess I should have went 5 blocks. I mean, that should be about here. So if I go down by 4, I'm probably gonna fall. 1, 2, 3, oh, 4, 5. So if I go down 5 blocks and then place the next bed, I should get the max use out of the bed. Oh, I got lucky there. Found some lava. And it almost about halfway killed me. What's my difficulty set on? It's on normal. Why is it different from creative mode to this? What did I do differently? But I mean, I'm consistently surviving through explosions. That's really all that I care about, so... Let's kill this lava block. Oh, good. Why are you shooting at me? Oh, because I don't have the golden helmet on. Did I mess something up? No, it's all blast protection 4. Yeah, but see, look at all the extra blocks that it left. So if I go down by like 3 blocks... I don't think I've got 3 blocks to go down. And so, like, now what do I do? I was really not expecting there to be, like, you know, this much crap here. Or this much open space. So it should be 363 and 284. So this is my corner block. And see, I still have to remove all these blocks anyway. Like, and then because I'm gonna be going down while I'm doing it, like, I mean, it is still removing blocks. I mean, I removed X amount of hundreds of blocks just by doing that, but it's 285. But it's always going to leave the corner blocks. I mean, it's hard to say it's not faster. It's just... it's not really faster compared against having to clean up all the extra blocks it leaves over. Which would be really nice if it were a cube every time, but it's not. And since you have to be more careful not to fall, and because it's inconsistent, I mean, is that 363? It's kind of like, it's not really that much faster when you consider that you have to do like block cleanup, like. And the whole point is to make sure that there's nothing but air blocks every place. So, I mean, like, I don't have to have it perfectly shaved off on the sides. I mean, that's kind of what I wanted. But I mean, I guess it doesn't have to be. Which, I mean, that would solve the problem of the corner blocks. But I mean, that translates to having to use more beds to remove a handful of extra blocks that are just floating there. Is this pig gonna jump down? Oh, that's spooky. Is he gonna jump down and bite me on the head? Probably if I shoot him. Or not. And I know I'm gonna break out a block and end up going for a ride here. Like, I can't really think of an easy way to do this. I mean, each way that makes one thing easier adds different things because of how different it is that makes it not as good as just removing the blocks manually. I mean, but like now that I see that this is all solid, well, no, I guess that's the rule. I guess that's the way to look at it is, if I save the block cleanup for afterward, and I can do all that with scaffolding, and then I know where the gaps are, and then I know where like the corners of stuff are, and like, and I know where like the parts that are solid, where it's most beneficial to use a bed like this, like, I mean, because the amount of blocks that I removed, it looks like a lot more than it is, because yeah. And I'm out of potions, so I gotta go get more potions. Oh, crap. I don't want to carry the shulker box of potions with me. I guess I could place the shulker box of potions down next to where my current area that I'm destroying is. I think that's how I'm gonna do it. Is the thin platforms, I think I'm gonna mine those out. The solid parts that go from the roof to the floor, I'm gonna use the beds vertically and leave the remainder. And leave the remainder there. And just go back through with scaffolding and you know, clean everything up that way. So it's not just one thing. You know, it's not just one method that's the best method. Hey, what, dude? I've got a golden helmet on. Everything. Oh, it's 'cause that was in a box. And if I take the potion box with me, which I already need more scaffolding. Where's the scaffolding at? Here it is. If I take the potion box with me and just plop the potion box down over there, then I don't have to worry about falling and dying and, you know, a full potion box going into the lava. Big. I just realized I was muted. Oops. But yeah, if I plop the potion box over here so I can grab more potions as I need them, keep 3 on me. And since I know I'm not gonna blow this up from over here, it seems like the best way to handle everything is like if I have a solid column, a netherak like this, that goes almost all the way to the ground level, it wouldn't make sense not to use explosives to get rid of that, because it would just take more time with a pickaxe to do that than anything else. But for stuff like platforms, it makes sense to use the picks instead of the platforms because most of the explosion radius is wasted. And digging the horizontal tunnels doesn't really make sense because, yeah, I mean, you're going to spend more time like trying to make sure that you get the proper horizontal tunnels, and then you're going to run into gaps like this. But yeah, so from this wall, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, did I mess that up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that right? And what is the X value? Or the 281? 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. So, okay, so let's give that a try here. Got all my junk stuff. I've got a handful of beds, extra potions, potion box is out of the way, and here we go. Oh, and that's what I messed up, is I should have dug down by like 4 blocks and then placed the bed. So that way I get the whole, you know, circle of bed being doing the whole explosion radius doing its thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna die if I use this bed without eating. Yeah, and the diamond helmet really doesn't like being blown up. Or the gold helmet, unsurprisingly. Oh! I meant to eat the food. One, two, three, four, five, so and I'm out of food. Wasn't expecting to need this much food. No, I think this is a pretty good method here. Is just going vertically down like that, because like I'm already down to the level where I had mined out before. I mean, I still have to go all the way down to the lava level, but to remove all those blocks in one shot and not to die every time, I mean, I'm probably should make sure that I have another set of armor, but you gonna bite me? You gonna try? But yeah, like I would still be mining blocks, trying to do that. And I should probably like I should probably most certainly bring the other shulker boxes over and set up like a temporary like construction or deconstruction base. I mean, at least the ones that allow me to make the bed. But no, the length of time on this project has gone down significantly. I'm trying to do it this way. And I've only used a handful of the beds, so it should be this one. Big. Yeah, you. But I think that's the best across all the criteria, is to go vertically. You blow up a bed, you know, you eat some food, you make sure you've got the diamond armor, you got the potions, the cheesy replaceable tools, just so you have tools on you. Set up a temporary base with shulker boxes next to the column that you're doing, but outside of the blast radius. You're gonna bite me. Now he's especially gonna bite me. Alright. Just shot right through the pig. The pig, pig. And then after, like, you know, I've got the whole column done or whatever, I can just go through with scaffolding and get the remainder blocks. But like, I'm already all the way down to there. I mean, and if an 8x8 block cube has 512 in it, I mean, that's just thousands and thousands of blocks that I just did in that amount of time. So yeah, no, I think that's a pretty good method. I mean, it's a little messy, but you can't argue that it doesn't remove blocks. So let me put this food, I guess put the food in the bed creation box here. I mean, I guess I should just start from the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. And put the bed here on the 5th one. So it kind of overlaps a little bit. And put these over here just because. Pig. Piggy. And the thing that I meant to do was this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So 284, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So it should always be 280. Probably come over by 3 to make sure I get most of this wall out. 3 and then 4. Oh no! Oh, jeez. Check my brown pants. I should probably use a bed here. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to argue with this method, as far as I can tell so far. I mean, that's many, many blocks. Oh, good. Oh, no. He's swirling around on the top of the scaffolding? No. And it's gonna be Pigman time. Big pig. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I guess I'm putting this one right here. Only got 30 seconds on the fire resistance. Yeah, I just thought about it. I'm probably gonna hit a block of lava. Just because I decided to do it this way. Oh, I got lucky. Oh, not quite so lucky. Oh, no. No. Oh, good. Forgot that part. I mean, again, like with as fast as you you remove the blocks with the pick, it's hard to say that just using the pick isn't gonna be faster. No, I mean, still works pretty good. It feels faster. And, you know, it's more fun than, it's more fun than just mining it. Yeah, I didn't intend on doing that. Some point I should hit that section of blocks, or be somewhere close to it anyway. I'm using the piglins as a echolocation. Sounds like he's got hiccups. Oh! Dead. That was pretty cool, like just point blank, so like I see how many lives I've got left. Not only do I not think I'm getting back over there without getting killed by the piglins, but yeah. Plus my stuff is probably burnt up by the fire. And I don't really even know where I died. Is that my stuff there? I see XP orbs. I think I died down here. No, there's all my stuff. I think well, I'm gonna have to fight the piglins, or not fight the piglins, but I'm gonna have to try to run past them without fighting them to hopefully drop down without cratering. I know some of that stuff got burnt up too. And I'm not sure if they changed it, but it seems like they changed it. The thing that I'm talking about that they changed is like when your character dies, it just flings the stuff. Like, it really didn't seem like it did. It didn't seem like when your character dies, like your character explodes. And it wasn't, I don't think it was the explosion that killed me, it's because I cratered. I think that's my first fall to death. Or my first death to falling, I think, was that one. And amazingly, it doesn't look like any of my stuff fell into fire. Oh, no, that's a lie. Not unless they're down here. Nope, even more stuff is down here. I don't see my pickaxe anywhere. He's gonna get me. He's gonna get me. He's gonna get me. The only thing that it looks like I lost is the pickaxe. Which, whatever, I mean, that was already broken anyway. Thought I saw it there for a second, but no. Maybe. I mean, it might be in here. I guess what, the fire burnt it? The fire, well, the fire burnt the scaffolding, and apparently my pickaxe too. Well, between trying to use the blast armor and I did some testing, and it was mostly just to see. Oh, good. Oh, man. Oh, I hate these things. I hate these things. But yeah, between trying to preserve the armor and remake the armor and repair the armor with as much damage as it's taking without having an Unbreaking 3 source, like an easy source of Unbreaking 3, I'm gonna have to say just using the respawn anchor and grabbing a bed. And well, the problem with that is if I'm not surviving, then that means that I'm gonna have to make the fall and try to, like, you know, water bucket, MLG water bucket the bed, and I don't think I can. I mean, I may as well test it while I'm thinking about it. So if I jump and fall and then hold crouch and look straight down, no. Let me try it again. Oh no, that didn't work at all. Not only did I take falling damage, but then I blew up the bed. It's made of bed, made of bed. I mean, that pick was falling apart anyway. I usually like to save them to make efficiency 5 stuff. I mean, I do have a means to easily replace the armor, which that tells me I should probably just make sure that I bring more than a few sets of armor out here before I start doing this. It's hard to argue with the results, though. I mean, that's a ton of blocks that are gone, but the downside is I still have to come back and I still have to remove all these. So I'm kind of leaning toward just using the pickaxe. And that pickaxe is gone. I mean, it removes a ton of blocks, but like I said, like, that same amount of blocks in that 8x8 cube, that 512 blocks. And it's not because I died. It's not because I died. It's all of these extra blocks here that I still have to come back and get anyway. But I mean, now instead of just talking about it, now people can see what I'm talking about. Like, it's no longer speculation. Like, and I don't want to come back through with scaffolding and remove blocks that I could have removed the first time. Is really what it comes down to. Like, oh, he's being chased, and now they're all chasing me. Yeah, the combat system still really seems to favor the mobs. Look, it's just full of arrows, and I can't pick these up because I don't have the a pickaxe. I don't even think I have anything to craft a pickaxe. But yeah, it's not that it doesn't remove a lot of blocks, it's that it leaves all the remainder blocks that I would have to come back and get anyhow. Whereas if I had just mined them out the first time, then they would be gone. Which, back to the vertical mining versus the horizontal mining, I can mine tons and tons of blocks just sweeping back and forth while crouching and not have to worry about falling, is the other part of that too. So it seems like it's like you're making less progress, but the blocks per minute is higher because you spend less time doing anything but mining. So yeah, nah, I gave it a pretty good shot. I even made the blast protection 4 stuff, like, but it's just not effective. Because all of the time that it seems like you're saving, and the keyword is seems like, all of the time that it seems like you're saving, all goes away when you have to come back and remove the blocks again with the pickaxe and the scaffolding. I just put all the wrong armor back on. But yeah, I know what I had said before, but I take it back. Just looking at all those extra blocks that I'm gonna have to come back and mine anyway. Nah, it's just easier to remove it with the pickaxes. Like what I did say was, what am I missing here? Oh, a shovel and a pick. What I did say was, oh yeah, that seems like the method to use there is for the large blocks worth of solid netherrack. Nah. It's just making more work trying to make less work is what it is. Is the simplest way to put that. So I don't want to forget my scaffolding over there, or my I don't want to forget my boxes over there. And again, yeah, see right there, I sound like a big man. And again, it's not because I died. It's because I'm looking at all of the extra blocks that I gotta mine out. And I know it's like the millionth time that I've said that, but I'm trying to convince myself of that. So I'm sure that, you know, there's a pretty good possibility that somebody, if they're watching the video, like hearing me say it for the 10th time, is like, we get it! We get it already! I mean, if it was a cube, it would be great. Oh no. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do with this because I like having the extra shulker box to use. I mean, it is only wool, but I don't think I'm going to use this out here. So I guess I could transport it back to the other base. This one stays up here. And I guess I carry all the other ones with me. Yeah, my feelings toward the hoglins went from strongly dislike the hoglins to, I don't often say this, but I hate them. I hate them, I hate them, I hate them. But yeah, that was a pretty good test. But, I mean, the upside of it is I know that it's just better to just mine everything. It seems like it's gonna take longer, except for you don't have to go back over the stuff that you've already gone back over, like that whole 2-layer section. And that sound of that thing as I'm trying to think and talk about stuff. You don't have to like go back over the like that whole like 2-block high platform that I took out in all 4 of the quadrants. Like, I don't have to remove that again. I don't have to tweak that at all. I don't have to go back with scaffolding all the way up from the lava level to remove floating blocks. Like, and like, it doesn't seem like a lot for just that section, but if the entire cube that I'm removing was just those floating flaming blocks just sitting out through, that means I have to go through the whole everything all over again. So using beds and explosives and stuff to remove large quantities of blocks is really only useful, you know, on, what is it, Y15 to try to get, you know, where the highest concentration of ancient debris is supposed to be, where you don't really care if it's a mess. But this has to be right. I mean, this thing that I'm doing has to have no blocks in it. And the easiest way to make sure that that happens is to just continue to shave off the 2 layers as I go. Shave off 2 layers, go down 2 layers. Shave off 2 layers, go down 2 layers. However, removing the Crimson Forests is worth using the beds for. But yeah, I'm calling it a video here. I had fun. It was a pretty good video. And it was a pretty good experience of, you know, the applied theories of using beds to remove large amounts of stuff. But yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. I'm clicking the button right now.